Hello. The next thing I'll be talking about is I have some extra electricity that connects to the ground from the energy balls and the energy waves. So right here I have the lighting as an element, the energy wave, and the electricity things. And it all kind of melts together by now, but just some extra stuff to give it a little bit of a kick. So we've already gone through the inner Tesla. This is pretty much the same deal. It's basically connected lines. This is the same as, the inner Tesla. It's connected lines, and that's about it. I don't think I have. Do I have branches on here? Yeah, it looks like I have a couple branches on here. But really, I just noise it up to like complete shit, and it gets the job done. So relatively straightforward. The energy waves, again, I copied this from the shockwave. And what I did is I take the impact, and so this is the energy spheres that happen. And here's the impact too. So I copied this from the charges. And then what I do is I snap them to the ground. I snap them to 0, 0. And so basically I have a way to copy these energy waves on. And oh, there we go. There's a time shift on them. And then I warp them from the center so they look out, pushing out from the surface. And then just a noisy mountain on them. And that's very straightforward. So you can see a lot of this stuff is just some simple geometry from the same derivatives. They're derived from the same thing. I shouldn't use that word derivatives. They're just derived from the same original like geometry. And then I do again, I copy it. Like I needed it to bulk up. Or this one, actually this one's from the very center. So what I do is I move all the particles to the very center, not just down, and then I make this large energy wave. So this one is the large one, and this one is a smaller one. I really needed to put some bulk in the center here. It was just a little bit too detached from these larger energy waves. And then we can talk about and these all have pretty much the same shader on them, energy ball, like the RGB that has negative values, so we can extend it more in the comp. We have lights. And I'm not sure where the energy wave light is. That should be, I wonder if I deleted it. But the basic principle of that one is you just have one of these and you drop in your geometry object and it will light your scene. I believe I might not be using a geometry light. I just might be using physically based rendering, and it's just lighting up the ground. And we can look at the Nuke comp. And so I do have an energy wave light. Oh, we can check out how that actually works. So here's the out. Alright, so what do we do here? Okay, yeah, so it's just physically based rendering. And energy waves large. And I don't think that should be on, but we're just going to leave it be. So pretty straightforward. It's just uses it physically based rendering to do it. One EnergyWaves large light. Yep. So that is just pretty much using the CE value. So on, as you can see, I just continue building on this effect, and what we can do is we can, I believe, turn that off, and we're getting too close to the end of the effect. That's like the main bulk of it, and we have these energy wave lights that they get comped on top of below the main effect, so they don't come into play yet. So here is that energy light pass on the ground, and there it is for the energy ball pass. So those are the light passes, and then that goes on top. So that's it. The next thing I guess we'll talk about, I guess we'll go back to the beginning, and we'll go through this burst actually, and that comes off the energy ball. And I think actually I added this one last. I guess I'll talk about it on the next video. Alright, thanks for watching.